So you know when you board a plane and you walk through the first class seating area and you look at all these people and you wonder, what do these people do? Or, wow, must be nice to be able to afford a first class ticket. Well, that was me about 5 years ago. I never thought that I would have the amount of disposable income to buy a first class ticket, because they're just 3 to 4 times the price of a normal ticket. Who spends that kind of money? I don't know. Are these just a bunch of doctors and lawyers? That is, until on a business trip with the Air Force, a coworker opened my eyes. As we're all waiting to board at the gate, he gets called up for an upgrade, and they've upgraded him to first class. And it just blew my mind. And I was like, wow, how are you doing this? Why are you being upgraded? And he goes, oh, well, are you not enrolled in the frequent flyer program for Delta? And I said, no, why would I do that? I don't think I fly enough to actually get anything out of that program. Now that is true to a point, and we're going to cover how you can still make this work for you even if you don't fly frequently. If you do fly frequently and you're traveling a lot and you're not signed up for your airline's frequent flyer program, you really need to sign up today. It's just a no-brainer and it has huge amounts of benefit. So if you're one of those people that does not fly very often but you're wondering, can I get upgraded to first class? Well, you can. There's a certain few steps you need to take, but if you're strategic about it, you can really make it work for you. Maybe the reason you don't fly very much is because, let's be honest, it's expensive. If you have the disposable income to fly across the country every weekend and travel to Europe and Africa, you probably don't care about the frequent flyer program and how it can save you some money. But if you're like most people and don't have that amount of income, there's something you should really look into: your airline's partner credit card. Again, with this video, we're speaking specifically about Delta because I'm on the East Coast and that's usually what I fly. Delta has partnered with American Express, and American Express every once in a while will have a bonus sign-up offer. There's always a standard offer to sign up with the Gold Delta card. I think it's 30,000 bonus miles or something like that, but if you wait for the right window, you can get a really big bonus. I've seen up to 100,000 miles to sign up for their credit cards. Now, unless you don't really know the conversion on SkyMiles, if you get a credit card that gives you a 50,000 mile bonus, that's about $500 worth of airline credit. So 100,000 mile bonus to sign up, you're right, that's $1,000 that you can spend on airlines. Now you're thinking, well, that's only gonna get me maybe 2 flights, probably just 1.5 flight. That's true, but there's a very specific strategy you have to take advantage of these SkyMiles. Delta has a very specific program called Pay with Miles, where you use your SkyMiles to offset the cost of an airline ticket. So essentially, this 100,000 mile bonus, which equates to $1,000, you can really stretch that out if each time you redeem about 10,000 miles worth and then just pay the rest in cash. So you're discounting your flight by half or even 75%. And the beautiful thing about that is these tickets, specifically the Pay with Miles tickets for Delta, still earn you frequent flyer miles towards their status. And when you get down to it, it's all about the status when it comes to upgrades. And that's what you want. You want the free upgrades. Now, what if you don't travel very frequently? How are these SkyMiles going to benefit you? Well, Delta and some other airlines, but Delta specifically, does not let their miles expire. So here's a strategy that you can implement if you're not traveling around the world all the time. Use the credit card, pay your normal bills, buy your groceries, and since these miles don't expire, you can just bank them in the account, and after 2 or 3 years, with the bonus sign-up offer, you're gonna have a lot of miles. Now use these miles to go ahead and start traveling the way I just described, where you use most of the miles to pay for the ticket, but then you have to pay a little bit of cash. As long as you pay some cash, you still earn the frequent flyer miles that go towards your elite status with the airline. So essentially, you're gonna save up if you're not traveling a lot, don't use your miles, and then in 1 year decide this is my year of travel and go ahead and start using those miles. And when you do this, you're gonna very quickly gain the status that you need to get bumped up for upgrade. That's the bottom line on the first class seating area on most airlines. I would say only half of them actually paid the full price for that ticket. The other half are just like you and I, who've kind of hacked the game and have been strategic and have earned the status and get upgraded very frequently. So I realize all of this might be a bit confusing and you probably have a lot of questions, and I would be happy to answer those questions. Just comment below and I will speak directly to you about how you can make this work for you in your particular situation. But really, it's something that I'm really excited about because we've had a lot of fun kind of figuring out the best strategies to get the highest status that we can. So that's it. That's the very basic, simple truth about frequent flyer programs and how you get upgraded so you can be the person sitting in first class. If this helped you out and you found it interesting, made the light bulb go off in your head, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe because we've got a lot more travel coming, heading to the Olympics next month in South Korea. After that, maybe Machu Picchu, Cuba, South Africa, we're not really sure, but stay tuned because we got a lot more coming.